So before we continue, I want to work on the responsiveness because it's been annoying me and doesn't look right. Okay, so it's going to be quite simple. And also we have this problem right here, which is this don't cover the whole home page, and I'm going to explain why when we talk about it, and I'm going to show you how to fix it, and we're going to learn a new thing there. Okay, so you're always learning something new. Okay, so the first thing is we're going to go right here, and then to the styles, we had this right here for the Morphic shadow, and this color right here, let me remove that because we always want to be too white. Okay, and then we're going to go top. Let me just go right here, and the first thing I want to do simply is to make it a fixed width. So after here we're going to make the width like 700 pixels. Okay, so that's not right. 690, maybe 680, okay, maybe 85. Okay, so I think this is alright. Okay, so now this is way better. Okay, but now we still have the problem is that when we go to the smaller screens, it just gonna look messy and it's not gonna work. Okay, as you see, it's gonna mix, but it's still not fixed. So the way we're gonna fix it is actually pretty simple. In the home page we have the the breakpoints for this one, and we've changed it. The same changes we've done here, we're gonna do it here. Okay, and this is gonna be quite simple. So let me maximize this. Right here, we're gonna go from here. I'm gonna go to pages, home, and the style. And if you see right here, this is the breakpoints, and we've done the changes for the create, post, and the send verification. So also the send verification has the same, styles for the create, post. So we can, like, for example, choose this and just add, you can do it manually, but it's going to take your time. It's just going to replace things. So I'm going to just add dots, and we're going to add the post, and then also add the send verification, and then the left curly brace. Okay, and then now click right here, so replace all. And this is all it does. It just add the post with it and also this. So now if we go back right here and open, and let me just open the responsive, and as you see, as you go smaller, it's gonna go smaller with the rest. Okay, so the page actually looks very nice. Okay, I like this type of responsiveness. It makes your websites a whole lot better. Okay, also for the images right here, I feel like maybe the height is too much, but I don't know which breakpoints I should do. Maybe like from here we start changing it, maybe like 415. I can make it a less height, so maybe that. So you can go back right here, go back to the post, go back down here and add. This is gonna be max width. Okay, and it's gonna be 415 pixels. Maybe we can go to the post and select every single image, and maybe the height, I don't know what height we should, we had like 305. Okay, maybe like 200 pixels, and make this important. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me refresh this. Okay, but that's gonna create a problem because it's gonna be in all here. Okay, so I know how to fix that. Simply we're gonna also go to the grid. So that's grid 1. Let me just go also right here. So 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, so this is gonna be for the grid 5, grid 4, the grid 3, and the grid 2. Okay, we should like add a class name just for them. That's you can just go like here. Let me show you. So you can go back right here to the post, and when we go through all the images right here, you can add like a class name before that. Okay, which is gonna be for all of them. Now if we go back right here, as you see, the change is only gonna be applicable to those. Okay, let me go under that. So under that, I feel like it didn't change. Okay, so this was grid 1. Okay, this is gonna be underscore. Sorry, I forgot the class names. That's what I had. Okay, this way. Okay, and now let's see. Okay, but that's gonna create another problem. Let me refresh that. So you see, this is fine. Okay, this is fine. Okay, but this is gonna leave like a space. Okay, so maybe we don't do it for the grid 1, only the other ones. Okay, so maybe just from the grid 2. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, for the grid 1 we're gonna leave it no problem. Okay, and only when we have like 2 or more. Okay, I feel like this is better. It's just up to you, it's not up to me. I'm just showing you how to do it, and then you do whatever you want. Also, like for this one, for the background, also we can do that. So maybe you can go right here and the post BG, maybe the height is gonna be 400 pixels. So the importance right here, and as you see, I feel like this is better. Okay, so it's always up to you. So let's go back right here. Let me just try again and see the responsiveness. Go back right here, go to the top, go up here, and then start go. Okay, it changes. Okay, so the is more, you know, having a post and it just looks better. Okay, so now I think this, so I feel like this height is actually too much for one image. Okay, so maybe we can fix that. So let me go back right here, close this, so I can just select, let me check that. Okay, I'm gonna copy it 2 times, so this is remove the image, go back to the grid one, let's make this 100%. Okay, and also for the grid one image, maybe let me just go right here, maybe make it like 400. Let's go back right here, and you see this 400, maybe 450. Okay, so that's actually better. You know, you're not gonna have like an image that long, that's too much. Okay, so I feel like this is way better. Or maybe you could just more or less, you know. And something I don't understand, why there is no space between the posts. Okay, so if you see the post right here, there is no space. Okay, let me just see. So maybe the images, first of all, let me just add a bit of width to the height to the images, maybe 40. Okay, this is better, I believe. I don't know, I'm just trying again. So also let's go back right here. The post, we have the margin bottom, maybe if we make it 40 to see if it actually make a difference. Okay, I know what's the problem. I know. Don't worry about it. That's because, let me go back right here. So everything is alright for here, but if you go back right here, close everything, and this is white because the problem of this one. Okay, as you see, it looks white, but if you have this there, it's gonna show the difference between the whites. Okay, so now let's talk about this problem exactly and why it's happening, and let's fix it. So if we go back right here, and if we go back to the actual home page, so this is the home page, and we'll go to the styles of it, go up top. Okay, so we have in the home page, we have the minimum height to be 100 vertical height. That's why it's showing. So if we go for example right here and we change this, like for example to height 100%, it's not gonna show at all, because if you remember, this element is fixed and this element is fixed and this is position absolute, and when you have that, as I told you before, the height doesn't matter. So when I go to the home page and I tell it the height should be 100%, it doesn't matter because it doesn't know this element exists either. Okay, so it doesn't count their height. So the way that we're gonna do it is simply we're gonna go, for example, like going to the home middle, and this is right here, which is the most important one because the one that's scroll right here, okay, to the end, and we're gonna get using JavaScript, okay, we React, and we're gonna get the height of it, and using the height, we're gonna make that the home page, or we're gonna go to the styles of it and make the height of this one. Okay, this sounds a lot of work, but it's actually pretty simple. So let me remove that from here, it doesn't matter. We can go back to the home page, okay, and let me maximize this and let's work on it. Okay, so let's define a state that's called height. Okay, and then set height, and we're gonna have a use state. It's gonna be empty in the beginning. So also we need a reference to reference the home middle div. So right here, let's call it, for example, middle is going to be useRef, and the beginning is going to be null. Let me take that and reference it here, so in the home middle. Okay, so and simply what we're going to do, we're going to have a use effect. Okay, and this use effect, all it does, it just goes to this reference for the middle and goes to the home middle in a class, and then goes and get the height of it and then set it right here in the state. So now the height of this home middle is going to be in this height, you know, variable or height state, and then we can take that height state and put it in the styles for the height for this home div. Okay, so simply set height, and we're going to go to the reference which is called middle, and then we're going to go current to access the elements itself, and then we're going to go client height. And this is how you get the height of an element using React. Okay, so simply now we can go back to the home and add a style, and it's going to be for the height, and the height is simply use backticks, and it's going to be the height that we have, and it's going to be pixels right here. Okay, because the client's height is going to be in pixels. So now let's open this, and as you see right now, everything is fine, and as you see now, we can see the differences between the elements right here. Okay, so now you see the differences because of this color. Also, we're gonna have another, you know, white space right here for the comments, all this stuff, so it's gonna look way better than this. Okay, so as you go down, you can have this problem right here. Okay, so we need, like, for example, to add like some height to it. So maybe you can go back right here and add like for example 100. Okay, and then as you see now it covers it all. Maybe for safety you can add more. Okay, like 150 for example. Okay, and as you see now it's added more height to it. Okay, I feel like this is a better, and if you go right here, now the problem is fixed and also the responsiveness is fixed. Okay, so let's continue.